It's 2018. I'm in New York City, midway through an 8-week off-Broadway season of my show, Randy Writes a Novel, the soon-to-be pirated YouTube sensation. 8 weeks in New York should be a dream, right? Pinnacle of my goddamn career. But I feel like I'm doing the wrong show in the wrong theatre, and every night I grab my audience by the scruff of the neck and drag them unwillingly through my own existential nightmare. And I don't know if you've ever met anyone from New York City, but they don't tend to patiently endure the bullshit of others. I once had a homeless man in New York tell me to hurry the fuck up while I was handing him a $1 bill. So it's not going great. For added context, the show isn't the only horse meat currently feeding my black dog. Before I came out here, I split with my management company. I have no work lined up after this season. And last week, my girlfriend flew out here from Australia to break up with me in person. Yeah, I would have been fine with a phone call, but apparently it's much easier to kick a man while he's down if you're in the same fucking room. So she made the trek. This morning, I met a friend for brunch at a cafe in Greenwich Village that only serves oatmeal. The cafe is called Oatmeals. It's very good. My friend is also an Australian comedian performing here in New York City, and she's had her fair share of depressing career moments, so I was hoping for a little bit of sad sack solidarity. Unfortunately for me, Hannah Gadsby is having the breakout season of her career. I, on the other hand, had 32 people in my Sunday matinee today, and 21 of them walked out during the show. 21! Not all at once either. Just a few at a time, in a steady, humiliating trickle, like people having their number called out in a fucking deli. It was the nonchalant disrespect that really broke me. About halfway through the show, an elderly woman in the front row started clipping her fingernails. We could all hear it. She did both hands, thumbs inclusive, then slowly got up, put her coat on and left. She clipped her fingernails and then left. Do you understand what that means? My show was less important to this woman than the speed at which her fingernails were growing. 10 fingernail clippings out of 10 is easily the worst review I've ever had. After the show, my theatre staff told me that she said she left because she thought there was too much swearing in the show. I mean, to be fair, I did call her a cunt, but...
That's a good one, eh, Sandy?
After the show, I step out of the theatre, turn right, and walk 23 minutes down West 42nd Street to Grand Central Station. I purchase a ticket for the first train going north, which is a Hudson Line train to Poughkeepsie for those playing at home. I board the train, remove my jacket, take my seat, and vow to never, ever, ever do comedy ever again. Opening song, that's what this is. You thought it was a comedy, now it's a musical. What the fuck is this? I was over there, now I'm right here. I've changed my clothes to signify that it's a different year. 'Cause this show happens over multiple timelines. Like a Tarantino film without the graphic homicides. And far fewer foot fetish moments. Except for this one. Check 'em out, boys. Opening song, written by me. A singing, dancing piece of shit that you all paid to see. You got it wrong. It's cabaret. Sucked in bad if you thought this would make a good first date. 'Cause this show is my goddamn magnum opus. You made the choice to be here, so you better fucking focus. And if you'd rather be at home with Married at First Sight, you get the hell out. There'll be no refunds.
Terms and conditions.
Come on! When purchasing a ticket, always review the event and seat selection. No exchange or refund for misplaced tickets or show content subjections.
Awesome.
Subject to no conditions. Consumer provisions. Price including taxes. No bad tactic than backing out. You're on crack if you drastically underestimate the power of the written code of practice. As a purple Gen X cis man with an income and a platform, statistically I'm more likely to instigate a shitstorm. But I'm also much more likely to escape without reproach. The system is still stacked my way, that's why I think I can get away with an opening song. Opening song, that's what this is. Has a key change that's a little hit or miss. Opening song, right in your face. I couldn't give a flying fuck about my own fan base. I just wanted to sing an opening song. Fuck you. Sydney! Thank you! Thank you! My privilege is your pleasure. Thank you. Please take photographs. Thank you. Thank you so much. My comedy actually works best in photographs. Check it out. I could be saying anything. You're all a bunch of fuckheads. I'm gonna burn this shithole to the ground and move to the Gold Coast. Never judge a comedian by their photograph, my friends. Unless they're doing this on a billboard. Judge the fuck out of them if they're making those particular creative decisions. But if you want realistic shots of a comedy show, you have to take photos of the audience. That's what I'd prefer to see, to be honest. When I'm home after a gig, doom scrolling in the pitch darkness. Just shots of my audience just doing this. This isn't the Queen's Gambit. Ah!